I will never forget the time when I was in high school. I went over a boy's house I was dating. He asked me if I wanted to see his ferret, but I thought he said parrot. So I asked him, ferret, does it talk? I went to a workout class tonight and the girl at the front desk said first name, but I thought she said first time, so I just replied no and stared at her. My co-worker asked how my life is, but I thought he asked how my leg is, and I said only hurts when I pay attention to it. Y'all, I'm so stupid. Today the doctor asked me how I felt on a scale of 1 to 10, but I thought he asked something completely different, so I said, email. Just had a conference call with a potential client and she apologised for the background noise from her daughter, but I thought she said dog. So I asked what breed it was. Yesterday some guy said I like your freckles, but I thought he said fragrance, so I said don't smell me. This dude at my new job said he was in the middle of a divorce, but I thought he said he lived in the middle of a forest, and I was like, yo, that's sick. Worst thing that's ever happened to me is when the optician told me to have a look round in my new glasses, but I thought he said have a walk round, so I did a lap of the opticians like I was in a fucking shoe shop. A woman ran past me and said another grey day, but I thought she said have a great day, and so I said you too. I asked for a Pinot Grigio at the airport and this man said I have Sauvignon Blanc, but I thought he said I have 71 Pinot Grigios, so I said you have 71 Pinot Grigios, and then we were both confused and he made me a mimosa. I walked past a girl in the toilet last night and she called me pretty, but I thought she said it's so dirty, and I laughed and said yeah, I know.
Bender, honey, we love you.
Shut up, baby, I know it.
Girl at work asked me for a mint, but I thought she asked if I had a man, so I was like, yeah, and showed her a picture of my boyfriend. My hearing's so bad, someone told me, you cut the queue in Tesco, but I thought he said, your coat is cute, so I told him, oh, thank you. One time in 2nd grade, we were reading a book about a deaf boy, and my teacher was like, why can't he hear? But I thought she said, dead boy, so I raised my hand and was like, he can't hear because he can't, he's not a here anymore. And she was like, I will never forget during a hookup, the guy asked me to show my ass, but I thought he said hands, so I did a little jazz hands skull emoji. My Uber burped, but I thought he said something to me, so I said, sorry, what? At the pool, and a guy asked me to help him grab his bottle of water, but I thought he asked me to help him out of the water, and I went to pick him up. This girl said her grandma had 6 strokes, but I thought she said jokes, and I laughed. Oh my god, jugga. The fact you thought someone grandma having precisely 6 jokes was normal was even weirder. A guy asked me if we had any prostate meds, but I thought he said frosted flakes, so I brought him to the cereal aisle. The doctor was like, how much coughing are you doing? But I thought she said, how much coffee are you doing? So I said, well, I work at Starbucks. And she said, okay. Fuck me. The cashier said, have a nice day, but I thought she said namaste, so I said namaste back. One time, someone asked me what my favourite meme of the year was, but I thought they said meme, and I said, oh, the one with the guy singing and falls out of the tree.
Squash banana hungry.
This guy says to me, it's windy, huh? But I thought he said Wendy, so I replied, no, it's Danielle. Today at Chick-fil-A, the cashier asked for my name, but I thought he asked for my order, so I said, my name is Spicy D. The nurse asked me for my height and weight, but I thought she asked me to wait, so we just sat there staring at each other for a minute. Never forgetting that time a customer called and said she'd lost her husband and needed to report it. But I thought she said she'd lost her bank card, so I went, no problem, I'll get you a new one sent out. Someone in work asked me what my favourite creepy pasta was, but I thought he said creamy pasta, so I said spaghetti carbonara. When I worked at Jack, someone had asked me if we had Apple Pay, but I thought she said apple pie. So I said, Apple Pay? No. But we got cheesecakes. My teacher told someone, you're not a bother. But I thought she said, Father, when I tell you I was confused, you are not a bother. Answered the phone at work, guy said, is this Josh Finkelstein? But I thought he said, this is Josh Finkelstein. So I paused and said, how can I help? And he replied, so you are Josh Finkelstein? And I said, no, I'm not Josh Finkelstein. I thought you were Josh Finkelstein. Someone just asked me if I had a good heart, but I thought he said guitar, so I said no. One for the guys working on my basement asked for toilet paper, but I thought he said tall people, so I said, it's just me, dog. Last but not least, I just called the bank, and to confirm my identity, the rep asked if I had any loans, but I thought she said drones. And I was like, no, I have a camera on my phone that sometimes I tape to a broom to get aerial shots, but I don't have a drone. And the poor rep was like, okay, what?